ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Bjornholm, where today we're going to be doing, well, a few different things. We're going to have two T6s with the Marshall trailers doing the offloading of TC5, which is going to be driven by Courseplay as well. And we're going to start off in field 38 because that's where I move things, and I'll be working up towards the farm from there. And I need to get the 590, and you can see what we've got, what I'm going to be doing. And I am going to be working with the John Deere, and I'm going to be first waypoint, turn on the harvester, and drive the course. So I'm going to be baling up these fields, and I wanted to see how many bales I can get out of these. The two fields that have already been harvested. I want to see how many bales I can get out of it, so I've reset the bale counter. Luckily it only resets the one bale side of it, so I can see I've done 131 bales total so far, which is more than I usually do in any given map, to be honest. But 131 bales so far on this map. And remember, by the way, that you guys get to choose the rules for the next map, and towards the end of this map I'll pick out 3 maps, well, a number of maps. I won't give a number. I'm thinking 3 at the moment. It could be more, it could be less. I'll pick out a few maps and put videos up at the same time, make one video on each and put them all up at the same time, and basically you guys will be voting on what map you want me to play on. So you will have, I would say total control, but I'm choosing the maps that you guys pick from. I'll tell you right now, there won't be edits of Bjornholm, there won't be edits of Westbridge Hills, because I played on those maps. If I find a map based on Bjornholm, but edited so, or what, Bjornholm or Westbridge Hills, but edited so heavily that you can barely see the original map, I might play it. But for right now, at the very least, they're going to be completely different maps, and I've got a few that I already like, so I'll be picking from them when the time comes. Now, I've been directed by Pascal, and thank you for doing so, to the is it Lux Farming or Lux Home map? I don't remember the name of it, but it is a Bjornholm edit that he likes. Now, I'm probably going to check it out at some point, but for now it's not going to be downloaded by me. And you've probably noticed, if you're looking at the mod hit list, that it seems to change randomly. That's because I'm actually downloading and bringing in new mods every couple of days, and I test them, so the mod list might not necessarily reflect what you guys see in a video. Like today is Saturday, so the mod list has, I've literally just changed it there before this episode because I got one new mod in, so Saturday's episode will have a mod that is not referenced at all, and today's episode might have a new one that's not referenced at all, and depending on what mods are released. So I apologise for seemingly random mod lists, but it's the only way I can keep it up to date. If I do it immediately, it's the only way I can keep it up to date and not forget to do it. So all the mods that I have are in the list. If I get rid of a mod for whatever reason, now the situation has arose where I got rid of a mod off the mod list, because it basically crashed the game in the most areas, so in a quite funny way, but one that wasn't particularly conducive to making videos with. It crashed the game, so I just dumped it immediately. What else is there to say? Oh yes, while I was doing off-screen work with the hay bales, I did unfortunately have to break a rule. I had to reset the stalled front loader arm. Now I'm going to not reset where I can, obviously, but I spent a good 5 minutes trying to get the front loader back onto the tractor, but it was at such a bad angle that there was no way I could have done it. So if that situation arises, I will have to break the rule where I can't reset anything. And I'll tell you guys, if it happens on camera, you'll see it. This is while doing off-screen work, and I could have just said, oh well, I'm keeping up with the rules, da 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 da. No, I'm not going to lie to you. We do have hay bales ready at the cows. Unfortunately, the silage bales aren't quite ready, so that's why I'm doing some baling now. I sold off a whole bunch of hay bales, and the original area I went to, the bales wouldn't stack well, basically, so I decided to dump them and sell them off, which is why I've now got 18,000 euros. I also sold the 2 Brantners, as I said I would sell them, and I bought the second Marshall trailer. Now I don't know if I really need the second Marshall trailer because, well, the capacity of the Marshalls is so much bigger than that of the Brantners. Now I'm going to actually turn up my mic volume very quickly, so bear with me. There we go. I noticed that it was quite quiet. Oops. The capacity of the Marshalls is so much greater than that of the Brantners that I think we're set now for pretty much the rest of the series in terms of trailer capacity, because I probably won't get anything much bigger than that New Holland. I was going to try and get the class Lexions, but they're too big. They don't conform to my rules. And I think the New Holland is about the right size anyway. For this kind of farm, I might get a second one, in which case, well, the 2 Marshall trailers are completely worth the money, and I may end up having to get a third. I'm constantly looking for decent looking mods. I'm looking at the moment for a cedar, and all the ones I could find, while they were decent enough looking, one was essentially the Amazon Condor from, was it the Condor? I think it was the Condor from 2013. Just literally a straight pour over, which, yeah, it's okay, but I would kind of like to be able to show 2015 exclusive mods and 2015 exclusive things. I'm pretty sure this John Deere I'm driving was in 2013. Most of the mods that I've seen have been in 2013. But there's not a whole lot that's really, after being released, that just screams, hey, use me! And I know unfortunately, the Kuhn baler that I was going to use is only suitable for straw bales, which kind of defeats the point of having a baler, in a way. Oh, if you're wondering what I'm going to be doing with these bales, I'm probably going to do this off screen, but I'll be picking them all up individually and selling them for 140 euros a piece, apparently. Now there's a part of me wondering if it's even worthwhile, because I could realistically save that money in, well, no, because it's essentially free money, isn't it? So, and I won't be spending 140 euros a piece moving the bales and fuel, so I guess it is free money in its own way. It's just a lot more hassle than I wanted. I'll be moving all of these individually because, oh my god, that bale trailer is hellish to try and maneuver. And it's too big to get into the bale selling area. The bale trigger is inside it, so I need to actually get the bales into the shed, which isn't possible with the bale trailer I have. Yeah, I think the 2 I'm pretty sure now that the 2 Marshall trailers are a bit of overkill. But I'm seeing them on a lot of maps. I'm seeing a lot of maps having Marshall trailers. Which, well, that's starting equipment at that. Which kind of is unusual for me. I'm used to seeing maps, in 2013 anyway, where you didn't need a specific mod to play it and to have all the starting equipment. Now I know the Marshall trailers were a DLC, and I know that they're a free mod from Giants, and you know, Giants are reputable enough. Well, say reputable enough. Giants are reputable in terms of the mods they make, but it is kind of unusual that maps are demanding that you have the Marshall equipment. Now, I can understand map door trigger, because that is a trigger that you need for on some maps, and it's something that is intended to be a necessary mod. Chop straws, same thing, but the Marshall mods are kind of unusual in that sense, in that they've suddenly become a necessary part of British style farms, and if and when I release my map, because I have been asked about that, oops, and the long and the short of my map is that's not the only project I'm working on at the moment. I have my hand in a lot of pots at the moment. I have the videos, obviously, which are going to be my priority, so if something happens that videos stop getting made, that's because something's happened that I literally can't go on my computer, or I don't want to, because some things that can happen to me, I will not want to be on my computer for about a week. Priority number 2 is a project that I'm working on that I can't give any details about, but it is something that I'm working on long term, that, to be honest, looks quite promising, but again, I can't say a thing about it. I wish I could, but I can't. And then the map is third priority, because if you've tried to make your own map before, you'll know the pain of trying to learn Giants Editor. I can't figure it out. If this is a genuine call for help from me. If there's somebody out there who knows Giants Editor well enough to create a map and create triggers, please get in contact with me, because oh my god, that is so confusing. I will eventually get around to actually, making a map, hopefully. If you're interested in making a map, by the way, and you download the Giants Map SDK, you've just wasted your time, buddy. Because I downloaded it, and there's not a whole lot in it. There's no sample mod map. So you're essentially stuck. Basically, Giants released the SDK, and it's a whole bunch of files that pretty much, unless you make your own map from scratch, including the base map, the base square for it, you're not gonna know what you're gonna be, what you want to do. You're gonna be stuck, essentially. While I don't... If you can do that, if you can create your own base map, your own, flat map, go for it. The SDK is something for you. I can't. I struggle moving the camera around in Giants Editor. So if and when I do release a map, count that as a minor miracle. I do have now, the first attempt wasn't too great. The original Dinesk that was, well, is still in my map folder in my game files right now. I didn't put any triggers in, so it is an impossible map to play. There are no triggers in it. There will be no triggers in it because I've given up development of that particular attempt. I've downloaded a sample mod map kind of thing that does have all of the triggers and all of the default giants buildings installed. I'll be possibly using some of them, as well as some external stuff and some stuff that I liked from other maps. I found different versions of them and can attribute them, so I'll be working on figuring out Giants Editor, and then eventually perhaps maybe a map will be released as a result. So if you want it, you're gonna have to wait a few months probably. That's if I release it at all. If I make a map, it's gonna surprise me, so it should surprise you. You shouldn't expect me to be making one. I mean, it's something that I want to do for myself, and recent extra commitments have pushed it down my priority list. Also my own procrastination and laziness and wanting to test other maps. So yeah, I've been testing another map last night. It was released on FSUK, and well, if you go on FSUK, you know that there's a kind of a latest downloads thing where you can see who's downloading what when, and at one stage that map was literally the entire thing. It gives you the last 10 downloaded mods from the site, and you can set it to only show FS15 mods, FS 2013 mods, or FS 2011 mods. But that one mod map was the entirety of that readout, which was hilarious and amazing. So yeah, that's the thing. Oops. So I'm almost done here, and we've created 19 bales. I think this will be 19. Yes. Okay, good. So I know how that ticker works. Field 38 looks almost done. That is amazing. It's kind of nice to have a method by which you can do an entire field on one trailer now. It's nice because, well, I've got a spare trailer that I can use for nothing at all, and I've wasted money on. I've got a spare trailer that if I want to harvest and sell something at the same time, I can do that. Yes, it'll take a bit longer than using both trailers for it, but it'll still be quicker than the Brantners. Because the Brantner was 8,500 capacity, I want to say. I can check. The Brantner is 8,500 litre capacity, and the Marshalls are 21,000 litres. Just over 21,000, 21,500 litre capacity. So there is a massive difference in what they can carry. So I can accept the Marshalls being maybe half as quick, or driving half as quickly. So I'm going to set this guy to drive now. Actually, stop. I'm gonna get you. Stop. Out your pipe. I'm gonna do something that's gonna waste a bit of time. Reversal to this trailer. And conveniently, that took 20 minutes. Harvesting this entire field took 20 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move everything over off screen over to field 30. And we'll be starting up field 30 in the next episode, so I'll just get started moving stuff over now. And because it's all canola, I can just pick up this last bit here and not feel guilty about it. What else is there to say? I can't quite think of things at the moment that I can say, or I want to say at that. So I can control that from here. Awesome. Even this harvester has the controllable grain platform, by the way, so that's kind of awesome that it's a default thing now. That was always kind of the best of the mods. Also, I know I've got a course generator for field 30. I'm just going to set that to crawl for a minute. I know I've got a course generator for field 30 for harvesting, but I'm actually going to northeast south. Oh, I'm not going to delete it because that's actually the course I want, because it'll start just over here. I thought it was a course I didn't want, but if it's... Oh, it is a course I don't want, because that's problematic. I want to start here and go east-west. So I'm actually going to delete the course that already exists for field 30 and regenerate one, which I'm going to do very quickly on the screen, because why not? You're here, you're trapped. No, you're not. This is the southeast corner, and we're heading west. We are 5.4 meters. Yep. And we'll just generate that. 5.4 southeast west. And put it into the folder. Okay, so. Oh, oops. So, I'm gonna leave you guys now because, well, we're over time as usual. So I'll leave you by saying I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 15 on Bjornholm. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you want to. I encourage you to, in fact. And I will see you next time, where we'll be baling and harvesting and trying not to crash too much. So I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.